This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by Peninsula Regional Medical Center.
So, how'd you sleep last night? Did you toss and turn? Maybe get up a few times?
Are you dragging today? A lot of us have been there. It is estimated that 70 million people have some type of sleep problem, and recent research shows that lack of sleep can have an immediate effect on your body. Research out of Carnegie Mellon University shows that after just one night of tossing and turning, you're more likely to catch a cold. Other studies show you're more likely to get emotional. Harvard researchers say one night of improper rest can also contribute to memory problems. And listen to this. A study in the journal Sleep also found participants who were sleep deprived were rated as less attractive.
Now let's talk about long-term effects. Researchers at the University of Alabama found that stroke risk quadruples for middle and older aged people if they get fewer than 6 hours of sleep a night. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reports lack of sleep can increase your risk for diabetes. Your heart disease risk can also increase, and if that's not bad enough, a sleep study found your risk of death goes up significantly if you sleep fewer than 6 hours a night for a long period of time. Convinced yet that you need a good night's rest?
Well, this week we are focusing on sleep, from sleep patterns to sleep solutions, even sleep terrors and nightmares. We're going to cover it all.
And the first step to getting a better night's rest is recognizing a possible sleep problem in the first place. So joining us today to help us do that is Linda Hurley, Director of the Peninsula Sleep Waves Diagnostic Center at Peninsula Regional Medical Center. Linda, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So who knew that lack of sleep could cause so many health problems? And we're just kind of scratching the surface, aren't we?
It's amazing. Every time I open a new magazine, there's another research study that links sleep to health in every way, from early death to stroke risk to diabetes, to risk of cancer, to surviving cancer, to every study shows that sleep is probably the key to your health overall.
And one of those immediate risks is the headaches. You talk about headaches.
Yeah, one of the things we test for in the sleep lab, the main thing we test for in the sleep lab is sleep apnea. That's the most common sleep disorder. There are hundreds of sleep disorders, but sleep apnea is the most common. And that's when the soft tissue in your airway closes off your airway. It deprives your body of oxygen, and it also raises your CO2. And the CO2 raising is what gives you the headache in the morning.
Okay. So as you said, there's so many sleep problems. What if I have a sleep problem and don't notice because I'm asleep? What should I be looking for? Are there any symptoms that maybe I can know something's up?
Well, often your bed partner will report that you're snoring. You are tired in the morning. You felt like you haven't slept even though you've been in bed all night. Your bed partner reporting snoring, tired in the daytime, having trouble staying awake
Gasping
while
and
you're
choking?
driving, gasping and choking, and waking up gasping and choking, having trouble controlling your blood pressure, having trouble controlling diabetes if you have diabetes. Many of those things are symptoms of a sleep disorder. The most common one is the bed partner reporting gasping and choking or loud snoring. And many people say, well, I'm not married, how would I know? Often grandchildren report, Grandma, I couldn't sleep with you making so much noise.
How about that?
Or
Oh
Grandpa.
my goodness.
So,
Now on the other end, is there such thing as too much sleep?
yes, if you sleep more than 9 hours, actually your risk of heart disease increases.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not sure what the mechanism behind that is, but the ideal amount of sleep is 7 to 9 hours for adults. And if you have less than that, particularly if it's less than 6 that you were talking about earlier, not only do your disease risks go up, but one of the interesting things that's come out lately is that if you have less than 6 hours of sleep, it's as though you've had a couple of cocktails before you get behind the wheel. Your reaction time is slower. And then if you do have a couple of cocktails, they almost double in their impact.
How
So
about
that's
that?
really important.
So how can we get better sleep?
Go to bed at the same time, turn off your little tablets and cell phones and computers about 2 hours before bed, because the light from electronic devices is much like sunlight. So it suppresses your melatonin, and your melatonin is your body's natural sleep aid. Okay. And you go to bed at the same time every night, and
A cool, dark bedroom?
cool, dark bedroom. Same schedule on the weekend. Keep the pets out of the bed. Keep the TV off in the bedroom.
Right.
And all those common sense kinds of things. Things that you try to teach your children also work for adults.
And the sleep lab can help.
The sleep lab can help. What we do in sleep lab is we test for all kinds of sleep disorders. We mainly see obstructive sleep apnea. We would find restless leg syndrome. We also see a lot of cardiac arrhythmias that people don't know they have.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so what we do, and Gail will show you tomorrow, is as the soft tissue collapses in your airway, we can see your brain waves. You're sleeping and you're sleeping, you're sleeping, and then your brain will go, hey, hey, wake up.
Yeah.
You know? And that's a good thing, because if your brain didn't get involved in the process, you probably wouldn't wake up. So you need to, you know, when you're awake, you would naturally do that. But when you're asleep, your brain has to wake you up just a little bit. And if you're not if you're continually waking up, you're not getting restorative sleep. And the disease process is when your cells can't restore. If you're not getting good restorative sleep, your cells can't repair, and your cells repair overnight. So there's many things that link to sleep.
And if you want to go to the sleep lab, you need an order from your physician.
You need an
That's
order
right.
from your physician. We work with all the physicians locally, and they all know that all they do is have to fax an order over, and we take it from there. We'll call the patient, we schedule it, we get the insurance pre-authorizations, all the things that need to be done for a sleep study, and then we keep the doctor informed
All right,
of what the
Linda.
process is.
How about that?
Interesting.
Thank you.
We're going to
My
learn more
pleasure.
about
So
that.
much.
We're going to
Thank
learn
you.
even more tomorrow. And if you would like to read more from PRMC about sleep disorders, go to delmarvalife.com and click on the show tab.
As we just learned, sleep problems can build over time. Still ahead on Delmarva Life, that goes for relationship problems too. Find out what can happen to your love life if you live your life sleep deprived.
And maybe you just need a new mattress. Before you buy one, Angie Hicks from Angie's List has some suggestions. And once you get that mattress, how often do you need to turn it? She'll also put to rest several mattress myths. Delmarva Life, we'll be right back.